Well, here we are in Jeep Northern Safari Central, trying out some new mics. I just did one with a small micro mic, and I'm not sure if it was picking up the fan or something. It was making a buzzing sound that was cycling, and also the fan was making a humming sound, but it sounded like it was coming from inside. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is a continuation of the Knoll Road trip up to the Yukon Northwest Territories, as I said from the previous video that I posted on YouTube. And this is my trip, and I come up to this beautiful creek and I camp there. I talk about what it takes to live in the bush and out of your vehicle for extended periods of time, what that's like, what it entails. I find it interesting when I watched it back again. It was interesting because now that I haven't been on the road, it's interesting, you know, when you've been on the road, kind of how you're thinking about things. But anyway, the scenery is beautiful, and the creek. I would take a walk down the creek, and along the side of the creek, this mountain river, and there's blueberries everywhere. I'm picking them and eating them, and they're just like, it's just full of beautiful blueberries. Really beautiful day, and right off that remote Knoll track. So this is my trip, a continuation off the Knoll roads. Tracks, really. I don't know why the GoPro just shut off as like it does. Yeah, enjoy, because that's what's coming. Continuation of my remote journey up the South Knoll. I believe I'm still on the South Knoll, and I'm going to be going up to the north. Anyway, Wild Bill out. This is the Nitsuland Recreation Site off Knoll Road. That's quite a little windy road. I just got some garbage I gotta throw out, and there's garbage bins down here, so I'm gonna go slow because I might meet someone coming up the other way. Here it is here. Of course, it's greeted by an insane amount of potholes. says Quiet Lake Campground, 2 kilometers. So there's a rough, none of it's pay, it's just a campground. So that's kind of nice. You know, they have probably a pet toilet there and picnic tables and stuff like that. So, you know, 'cause this road is pretty bloody remote. So that's kind of nice that the BC government put one along here. But anyway, I guess it's a route, you know. The Robert Campbell, this is a rough route. I like it. I like it. I wish they had a route like this across Canada. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. A back road discovery route in Canada. Now, apparently there's sort of something like that, but it's like back road, gravel roads, I think. And then I'm hooking on. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But anyway, yeah. Wild Bill out. Called, as the sign says, Quiet Lake Campground, Yukon. You are in bear country. Keep a clean campsite. Yeah. To operate an ATV, you must have registration. Okay. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is a pay. It's a pay. I'm not sure what it costs. I'm not staying there, but anyway, there's washrooms right there if you needed it. I just gotta take a tour through. It's not pretty decent. See how many people are staying down here. Be interesting to see. Yeah, so they got nice little camp spots down here. So go right down to the lake, to Quiet Lake. Be a nice, be worth paying whatever they're asking. I'll go back and have a look and see what they're asking for that. Of course. All the boat dudes. I'm not sure what the hell's down here. Okay, there we got some people camping down here. Spot actually. Abrupt drop off. Yeah, I guess. That's a really nice camp spot. Just move this out of the way for a second because someone might want to come down the boat. Just pull this out. Just filming off this dock because it is rather nice. As they support spawning rearing of salmon, freshwater fish in their habitat. Tasman, pike, grayling, lake trout. Barbless hooks only. Nice. Wow, look at this. This is bloody gorgeous here. Wow, look at that in the distance, those mountains. Anyway, there's a canoe there. Someone was out fishing in the canoe. Nice. Wild Bill from Quiet Lake, and it is a beautiful lake. Interesting. Yeah, abrupt drop off. And over here
too. Oh, Bill.
Here's a beautiful view. Very nice view. Quiet Lake Upper North Quiet Lake Campground. This is the north one. The other one was the southern one. See what this looks like. Stay here. $20 tonight to stay here. $10 if you're a Yukon resident or 65 years of age or older. Anyway, barbell out. Stopped at this place. It's the Rose or Ross River.
Very beautiful. Look at. I might even, if I stay, I might jump in, have a little bath. Hey, look at that water. But what I'd like to do is get my fly rod out and try my hand at some fishing here. Got my bear spray because this is definitely bear territory. I just want to go for a walk here and see if there's a nice pool back here where I could lay in and nip and maybe get a couple of grayling. Whoa, look at that. Blueberries. I think they were blueberries anyway. Tasted kind of a sweet, sour taste. Oh yeah. Blueberries, and that looks like a raspberry down there. Wild blueberries. Yum. It's rushing pretty good here. I don't see any pools, but there's like blueberries all through here. Wow. I'm glad I'm not having to wrestle any bears to get them. Oh yeah, look at it. Nice. He's gonna go all over the place in here. I don't know. There's a wait, a little. Oh yeah, there is. Looks like a little game trail here. Following along the river. Yeah, come walk with me. spot I'm at's not on iOverlander. It's not on anything. I just pulled off. It'd be nice to find that water rushing into a pool. Oh yeah, here's a little path. Just enough of a path. Go along here. Yeah, it goes around here. There's mushrooms too here too, but I'm not sure if those are edible. If they're mushrooms or something else. I know somebody that would know. Oh yeah. Kind of pointing up and around. I'm looking upstream to see if I can find a little pool. See some hoof prints here. Yeah, some hoof prints. Pretty fast flowing along here. I'm looking for a pool. Somewhere it might slow down a bit where fish might hold up. Almost looks like right there at that bend. But you never know, it might not. Beautiful place though. I mean, look at it. Holy mackerel. Went in for a bit of a dip in the Yukon River here, the Rose River or Ross River. Should get my thermosol going. There's a little few bugs out, but anyway, going in for a dip. Wild Bill out. I'm gonna sit there, right down there where my chair is. This beautiful crystal clear river. I got my awning out. Decided I'm gonna stay out. I might do some fishing this evening, drying my stuff out. That water is so cold. I thought, you know, you get used to it. No, you start to hurt. You literally start to hurt standing in there. Man, I gave myself a bath. I splashed water and soap and splashed, but man, I'm telling you, oh, she's cool. No doubt about it. Get my thermosol ready here because it could be bug city. But yeah, I just pulled off the I don't know if you can see it from here, probably. Yeah, you can just see the Canola Road is right there. I just saw this and pulled in, and I see that this goes, you know, and I'm going, wow, maybe I can do some fishing here. So anyhow, bear spray's right there, and I'm using that solar panel to charge up my 500 Jackery, which runs my Starlink, which I don't have set up because I'm not going to use it till later. But what I am going to do is I'm going to have a beer. That's what I'm going to do. Wow, a greasy old Eagles near. Yeah, look at that water. I mean, I brush my teeth and I use that water. Like, it's so clean and clear, it's retarded. Look at it. This is where I'm gonna sit. Maybe I'll put the GoPro in here in case a bear wanders out over there. Anyway, Wild Bill out. Segment called Living on the Road in the Bush. Everything that you do, you have to do. There's no going downstairs or to the next room, throwing stuff in the laundry or jumping in the shower. There's none of that. You go down and you make do. I mean, that looks beautiful and everything, but it's so cold. It's beyond numb. You hurt. It starts to hurt, like I said before. But so I did bathe, clean myself up, feel great, brushed my teeth, and I washed this, and that's just hanging to dry because that's what I went in the water with. Washed my socks, and yeah, everything is like deliberate. Like, you have to do, you know, like I'm charging my battery, so you pull out the solar panel. I mean, I could have switched over, but I want to keep the battery that's running my fridge up to snuff. So it's not, you know, yeah, you can sit around and this and that, and you're driving and stuff, but when you pull over to a place, yeah, you can relax, but you know, you've probably got something that you got to do, like laundry, semi-laundry. I got this towel here, and it's drying. It's working really good. It's drying out. But yeah, so, you know, there's always something to do, right? And not too long from now, I'm going to be doing another oil filter change, another 370 clicks or something, 80. And I'll do it somewhere on this Canola Road someplace. Yeah, you gotta, you know, I already changed the air filter in here, and yeah. Yep, she's doing good. She's doing good. And this road is rough beyond belief. It gets rough. You know, you do, there's places you can get up to about 30 mile an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, maybe even 60, but for the most part, you're doing 30 and 40 clicks along here. And I only did like 37.5 kilometers today, and I saw this spot and I pulled in and I went, no, I'm gonna pull in here. I got some stuff to do. I wouldn't mind showering up a bit, start smelling fresh as a road. This is, and this is by the map, it says Rose River, so it's the Rose River. And as you can see, I made an error. I haven't used my shower yet this year, but I'm probably gonna on this run on this Canola Road and then the Halley. That should be over there, and the jerry can should be over there. When I go from Ross up to the Northwest Territories, I'm gonna fill that jerry can, plus I got my 4 gallons, because it's, you go out there and back, and I want to make sure I got fuel. And 9 gallons of fuel is getting close to a full tank, so carrying almost a full tank. The 4 gallons would probably do it, that I have already, that's always on there, right there, but I brought that. I might as well fill it, throw it back up there and strap it down. Military jerry. And that'll be the first one that I use when I use it. I won't use that one. I'll use that one because it's up high. You want to take the weight off the top. You know, you don't want to be top heavy for too long. Wow, look at this. There is literally, not right here, but you go walk in there and there's blueberries everywhere. It's fantastic. Joyce, you'd like that. You just walk straight in there and it's blueberry heaven. Unbelievable. Joyce is my sister, by the way, in case you didn't know. And yeah, so yeah, that's, you know, you're involved with life on the road. There's no putting your, I put my feet up when I'm in there at night, and I got the Starlink out. I'll watch YouTube, and it's not, which is nice. It's really nice. But man, through the day, you're just involved with everything. You know, you're making sure the tires are at the right pressure, where you're going is the right place. You know, when I need to have a shower or a bath, I need to this, I need to then make sure the fridge is running, make sure all the batteries are charged up. It's you know, you're busy with life. You know, you gotta put up the awning, take down the awning. I mean, all this stuff is fantastic, which is why last year when I got sick up in Alaska with the big C, it was awful, because you got to deal, you have to do everything. And you know, when you're sick, you get the flu, it feels like you just want to lay there and turn the TV on, just veg out all day. But I had to get up, I had to go back into Seward to use the washroom, come back, and I was laying around. And then when I did start to get a little, I didn't have an appetite or anything. When I started to get one, it was soup, so I had to go back to Seward, and I had to, anyway, I had to get the soup, chicken, and a Lipton chicken noodle. First started with just drinking water, and then I felt like soup, and it went from there. But being sick when you're camping, it sucks. Like, it sucks beyond belief. If you could snap your fingers and be home, you would do it. Because everything requires your energy and doing stuff. Everything. Garbage, cooking, bringing the stuff out to cook, getting the stuff out. That's why it's so nice, you know. I was gifted a bag of chili, frozen chili. Fantastic, you know. I just have to take chunks off that and just heat it up. That's why I pre-cooked all that stuff at home. Back in London, Ontario, I pre-cooked a bunch of hamburgers, stir-fry, chicken stir-fry. I think I'm down to about I got a couple of chicken and maybe a hamburger left. I don't know, but I still have that chili left. And I bought a big whack of hamburger from at Taslan, because and some more eggs and bacon, because I know it's going to be, this trip is going to be extended, and it's really remote. You know, there's not stuff like Ross. When I hit Ross going north, that's where I get gas, and then I go to and there is nothing between Ross and the Northwest Territory border. So I got to make sure I'm gassed up. I got everything. Got to make sure I got everything and everything's in order. All the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. You got to make sure all that stuff is right, and you got to make sure that everything's cool, because you are literally, I mean, this right where I am. Yeah, the Canola Road's right there. Was a Canola Road. It's like basically a 2-track that goes through the Yukon bush, which is fantastic. Love it. But you got to make sure things are squared away. This is bear country. This is probably bobcat, mountain lion, wolf, coyote, black bear, grizzly bear. You name it. It's out here. I love it, but you got to be careful. You got to make sure that you got your shit squared away. You know? That's it. You got to make sure you don't just go at this willy-nilly. Well, I think I'll go off into the bush for a few weeks or a couple of weeks. No. You got to make sure that your equipment's right, everything's right. Because you're in a world of hurt if you break out there. So, Wild Bill, on my little living on the road spiel. That's why I have so much respect for people like Venture Forward and the family that they raised their kids on the road. That took something, I'm telling you. That took something. Anyway, that took something. Epic family road trip. Yeah. That family. I mean, to raise kids out like that in one Jeep and then two. And I know now they're in a truck, and you know they want the convenience, and they have it. I get it. But yeah, I mean, they know they're up for years. And I met people in Alaska that were 8 years on the road from South America, living out of really like a van and a really old Jeep Willys van. I forget the name, but really neat vehicle. But respect to those people for doing it, because it isn't easy, you know. And they had people with them, which makes it easier. If you have someone that you care about that's with you, it makes a big difference. If you're doing it alone, man, it's a tough existence over time. Like, you know, if you're just doing it like me for a few months, even at the end towards a few months, you're kind of whatever, and then you get back home, and then, you know, before you know it, you're longing to get back out on the road again. But yeah, it can be a bit lonely, but man, the beauty is just unbelievable here. I mean, look around, look. This is really reminiscent of Northern Ontario. You know, even the hills there are like that, but there's the Yukon mountains. Anyway, I'm rambling. Wild Bill on my what it takes to do this, short term and long term, out. So if you like that, like, subscribe, and share. It's going to get more remote, rougher, and more beautiful as I head up and I get to the North Canole and I start heading to the McMillan Pass, to the Northwest Territories. And there's a Mektung mine, and I camp way up in the mountain, absolutely remote and beautiful. There's herds of there was some hooved animals
I couldn't get them on film; they were too far away. But yeah. So anyway, join me on this beautiful trip. You can live vicariously through me and see places that not many people get to see. It's very, very remote up where I'm heading. And yeah, so like I said, like, subscribe, and share, and join me on this beautiful, beautiful trip. And stay tuned for the next part. Wild Bill out.